Hey friends, welcome back to She's At It Again. My name is Tanya and it's such a pleasant day here. I really didn't want to be in the kitchen, but I really want to share this recipe with you. This is vanilla wafers, homemade vanilla wafers made with honey instead of processed sugar. So I'm going to start this process. I have all my ingredients out. I'm just going to show you what we do. This goes pretty quick and we're going to be chilling our dough, so I don't necessarily have my oven preheated. So I have 1.5 cups of flour in this container right here. And then I'm going to use 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. A 1/2 teaspoon of pink salt. Whisk this just enough to get it mixed in together. Set that aside, and we're going to go over here. We're going to get our mixer to going. I've softened my butter in my mixing bowl. Saw that process just a minute ago. Put my paddle whisk on here, or my paddle beater, that's what I should say, paddle beater. Get this plugged in. And to the 1/2 cup of butter, which is 1 stick of butter, unsalted butter, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of honey. And I took that wrapper from the package of butter and coated the inside of this cup before I put the honey in, just so it'd come out a little bit easier. Perfect. All right, we're going to beat this just until it's kind of light and fluffy. I want you to be able to see this, but I'm not sure if you can see down in the bowl. Probably not, so I apologize for that. Take it and scrape down the bowl just a bit like we always do. No matter what we're mixing up, some of it's going to get slung up there on the top of the bowl, and we need to get it down so it can play with the rest of the ingredients. All right, to that mixture, this is what it looks like. To that mixture, we're going to add 1 egg. We're going to add a tablespoon of homemade vanilla and 2 tablespoons of whole milk. And it looks a little bit lumpy just because we have melted butter and cold milk. So the butter wants to solidify when you put that cold milk in there. This is what it looks like. Gonna whip that just a little bit more. All right, now we're going to add our dry ingredients that we put in this bowl. That's our flour, baking powder, and salt. And we'll mix this just until it's all evenly moist. That's a really, really smooth dough. This is a really pretty dough. But again, you don't have the grains of sugar in there to wait until they dissolve and get incorporated and everything. It's just smooth like the honey. All right, one more quick mix. All right, now we're going to take this. I'm going to cover this with a plastic shower cap that we had on the butter a while ago. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and we're going to chill this for at least 15 minutes, but chances are it's going to be more like 30 minutes, knowing me, because I'm going to get sidetracked doing something else. So we'll be back in just a bit and we're going to scoop these out and put them on our baking sheet and then we'll bake them off. So we'll be right back. We are back. This is what our dough looks like. And it's chilled. It's probably been in there, oh, close to an hour, I guess. All right, so this is my cookie dough scoop. Now you can use spoons, you can use whatever you have that you're more comfortable with to get these in equal little portion sizes on here. So I have parchment on my baking sheet and I'm just gonna rake that out. I scrape it against the side so it'll be level. I just measured this and this holds 2 teaspoons of dough. So they're kind of small, but we're just going to scoop these out, leaving just enough room to where if they expand, it's not going to be a big deal and they're not going to grow together. But you don't have to use one this small. I'm just going to use one this small because I'm going to be making banana pudding and I want these vanilla wafers to be small enough to be on that without being huge and bulky. I don't know, just looks smaller. The portion size looks smaller and it looks more appropriate. And my oven is preheated. All right, we'll speed up the video so you don't have to just sit and grow a beard watching me dish out this dough. I'm only tamping them down like that just so they'll flatten out just a tiny bit. They're so sticky, you can't really touch them with your finger or it starts sticking to your finger. Now I could get my finger wet, but it's just kind of a mess to do that. So we're gonna put them in the oven like this. It really doesn't matter a whole lot about how they look. It's more about how they taste because they're gonna go in something anyway. So let's put these in the oven. Oh, and I just realized my other rack is down here in the lower oven, so I'll get it and pop it in the upper oven. I'll put the one with the fewest on it on the top. No particular reason. We're going to set this for 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, we'll come back and see what they look like and I'll show them to you. leave those two pans in for just a few minutes longer. Okay, I'll give you a good look at these. And this was at 15 minutes, but this is the pan that didn't have as many on it. So anyway, I just had to put my sourdough bread in there to heat it up for a sandwich for lunch. So I'll take the other ones out and I'll show you what they look like when they're done. We'll be right back. Okay, another pan. And the last pan. And I had to try one before I got those two racks out. They're really, really good. I honestly cannot say that they are exactly the same as a store-bought vanilla wafer, because they're not. Because I think they taste better because of the taste of the honey. And it really all depends on your quality of honey. Honestly, you could have 3 different kinds of honey, make 3 different kinds of cookies, and they'll taste like 3 different cookies. So you know your honey and you know which one you like. So I would say try these. They're oh so good. And I'm so excited because there's no processed sugar in them. So you know what's coming up next? The next video I make is going to be banana pudding, and we're going to make these with those vanilla wafers right there. So thanks for joining us. We look forward to sharing something again with you real soon, and the recipe is in the description as always. Thanks, guys. Bye.